viewers. I have to mix another song. Let's get into it. I opened the session earlier to kind of get an idea of what we were getting into, but I didn't really play it, so let's figure this out.
I feel so lost, but I know what led me. I sharpen my tired eyes and the true colors appeared. The white light lost its glow, and everybody knows.
That's sweet. That's really cool. I can already kind of tell that it looks like these vocals are just doubles of the main track.
Shipwreck, baby, luring me like a siren.
Come here, come here. My dog is pissed that I'm not giving her attention. So this is pretty cool. Oh, hi, baby. Hi. Oh, yes. Come here. Oh, yes. You want to mix? Oh, big chunky. All right. Yeah, so... I don't know if I like that, whatever that is. Shaker. No. Yeah, we're getting rid of that. Little splatty drum machine. So I like that, but I want to take some of the weight out of that. But I'm still, we're just listening right now still. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Bass chords. All right, so my goal for today is really just to, I want to get a decent mix to him tonight. So we need to get the drums situated, figure it out. We need to get the bass grooving with the drums. We need to get the guitar working. We need to get everything just working. I don't care about adding any embellishments really yet. One thing that I did do before even like messing with the session or turning on a camera was I went and I converted his drummer tracks to MIDI and loaded them into Contact. So normally the mapping will work just how it is. Unless they use GarageBand or Logic Drummer, you have to use the general MIDI preset, and there's going to be some things that you have to customize in. So the way I did that was you actually go play. So like I know that C1 is my kick. That actually is the kick for like everything. But what you can do is go over on Invasion. I'm gonna use Invasion. Hit, let me unmute this so it actually works. You can actually hit record, this little record button, and now it's gonna record the next MIDI input is gonna be that kick. So 80 auto double kick. So I'm just gonna do that and select C1. Now it says C1. Make sure to uncheck the record button and you're good to go for the next one. But all right, so let's get this like vibing together. So right now I'm going to change my Native Instruments Contact to multi-output. After that, you hit this plus sign a bunch of times. This is the track that Contact is on. You're gonna hit that a bunch of times and it's gonna make all these new tracks, and then go back to Contact. If you click on the snare, you can see I have assigned all of my snare outputs to stereo 2. So now I hit play, you can see that snare is coming through that, which is the stereo output number 2, and everything else is number 1. You know what, and I'm actually going to, my overheads, the rooms, and the like are gonna go to output 3. can use the purified LED compressor. It's like a little distressor-ish thing. And keep in mind, that's just the room. Cool. They're a little like MIDI-ish sounding. I kind of want to use a crappier sounding snare. Let's go MIDI software instrument. AU instruments. Liquid Death Snare. Let's try that. All right, Liquid Death Snare. So now what we're going to do is we are just going to copy. We're going to copy our entire MIDI track. I'm going to double click on it. There's a snare, so we're just going to select it all. Mute everything. Then just select our snare track. Hit the M to unmute it now. There we go. That was weird. That was also weird. There's a weirdness happening. I think what's happening is, yeah, it seems like some of the lower velocity snare hits are not registering good enough for me. That's too much work. I really just don't want to deal with that. Let's open Superior Drummer just for later, because I think I'm gonna. I don't know. Everything already sounds fine, so I don't know. We'll leave that for now. Funny thing when you inherit a session from someone, especially when it comes from GarageBand, it's all these weird freaking buses and auxiliaries routing everywhere. It's weird. It's frustrating. I always wonder if people know what they're doing when they have these auxiliaries routed like that. So these are the verses. I'm just turning down that really intense drum machine with the intense kick for the verses. All right, let's add in the bass. Let's see where this is living right now. Ugh, bad. All right. Now that I have the bass guitar in, I'm actually going to throw on my master bus compressor. Let's just get the needle moving. I actually couldn't really hear it when the needle was just moving a little bit, so that's why I went a little bit lower on the threshold than I normally would. So he actually sent it to me with, the artist actually sent it to me with a lot of distortion on that verse track. And I think I'm going to wait with that and use this. So now it's a cool trick that sometimes I do. We can take a very short room reverb and put it on the bass. I know that's weird. So I'm actually using the reverb to split the bass into two different tracks instead of using like a stereo spread or a doubler or anything like that. It's not even, it's not symmetrical, but it sounds sick usually. All right, so now we're going to put both of my bass tracks on its own bass auxiliary track. All bass. Now I need a limiter. Probably L2.
You won't be
Loud. All right, let's just mute everything else.
my wildlife, baby. Won't shine it.
I was like, where are the vocals coming from? This is pretty cool. I like the whispering. Be kind of cool if we did like a In Flames kind of whispering thing too, like Him, that band Him. So let's
You're nothing too bad.
turn off all the reverb. No reverb.
Leave it in, honey. You won't be my white line, baby. Face it. You're overrated.
Oh, that's funny.
Face it.
That's funny sounding. I think I want this to sound so smooth with no syllabants and no variation in the tone, I guess. So I think I'm gonna do, what is it, Waves Silk? Oak Sound Smooth together and just try to get this so compressed. Yeah, I think that might be. Whoa, what is going on with the GUI? Eh? Okay, that was weird.
Your act is dated. And it's too late for your soul. Yesterday I hear it loud and clear.
There we go.
It's too late to appreciate the love.
Lower that attack and maybe get rid of those please.
Brick, baby. They're at me like a siren, honey. It's too late to.
And then again, let's do a really short reverb. Maybe super plate.
Your white light lost its glow. And everybody knows. And it's too late for glow.
Let's do a flanger or a phaser. That's an effect that I never get to do because it's stupid, but this might be perfect.
Your white light lost its glow. And everybody knows.
Isn't there some sort of like, I feel like there's like an auto filter, scanner vibrato. What is this?
And it's too late for your soul. When your light doesn't glow.
That kind of does, I don't know what that is, but that kind of did what I wanted. It made it sound wet.
Your white light lost its glow. Your act is dated.
Cool thing with this, I think I'll just make this 100% wet.
It's too late for your soul. When your light doesn't glow.
Cool?
Your white light lost its glow. And everybody knows. Face it. You're at.
This episode is not brought to you by Celsius Sparkling Cherry Cola. That's really bad. Ugh. That's really bad. Good Lord. Good Lord.
Practice dating. And it's too late for your soul. When your light doesn't glow.
All right, so we got a doubler here. I want to make this more doubly. Are these different? Nope, those are the same. All right, we're gonna revoice. Revoice to make new vocals because he didn't do enough vocals. I could just call him and ask him to do another track. That's annoying. If I was an artist, I wouldn't want my guy calling me being like, hey, retrack stuff when you're already done. All right, so we're gonna go Revoice Pro. Track 1, track 2, cool. So we're gonna do this. This is gonna go to track 1, enable capture. Hit play.
Your white light lost its glow, and every
I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna hit capture again.
and it's too late for your soul when your light doesn't glow.
Okay, now right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and duplicate that track so I have somewhere to drag my new track to. Whoop. Back to Revoice. Here are my two little blobbies. We're gonna right click on them and you have to like right click the little spot in between the tracks, which is really weird. Synchro Arts, gotta fix that. We're gonna do new doubler. Check out the factory presets. Stereo vocal, loose timing. Let's just do that. New process. And then let's actually do it again with a different setting. Vocal stereo short delay.
The white light lost its glow. The white light the white light.
So I'm going to drag it in. If you select audio, Apple Shift, and you can drag it directly into Logic. Cool.
Your white light lost its glow,
Awesome.
and everybody knows. Face it, your act is dated.
It's so funny. I remember back in the day when, I'm gonna sound like such an old man, but back in the day when doing things like doubling tracks artificially just wasn't a possibility.
Your white light lost its. Be my white light, baby. Face it. You won't be my white light, baby. Face it.
I love Silk Vocal. It sounds so good with the right vocalist. I forget what I was gonna do now.
Color,
Oh yeah,
baby.
I want a callback, like quarter note echo channel. There's a couple ways to do that. Sometimes, like you can automate a send to go to your delay channel. You can make a new track that has a delay on it constantly. What I'm going to do is we're going to do some really hard, crazy filtering first. I don't know what that's going to sound like, but we're just going to pretend that that's what we want. We are going to find our favorite delay, which is Echo Boy. And then we're going to Apple click our effects and go to Legacy Effects and go to the old Guitar Amp Pro. Why, you ask? Because I like it. Set this to quarter notes.
Dark and I feel so lost, but I know what led me here.
So let's just see what this sounds like, baby.
My baby won't shine it.
So now we can just shut off that half note.
My baby won't shine in my life, honey. My baby won't shine in my life, honey. Baby won't shine in my life, honey. I shot my wild appear. Baby won't shine in my life, honey.
That's all I wanted.
I sharpen my
Little thing like
tired
that.
eyes, then you
All right, now that the vocals are sounded kind of like okay, and I kind of know what's going on, we've got some doubles in there. Got the whisper sounding good. I'm gonna group them all together, put them on a vocal bus. Usually a little tiny bit of compression, but that's really for mixing purposes. So I like to use a bus or an aux instead of a folder or a group. It's just how I like to do it, vocals. And let's probably just Logic compressor because it's the cleanest and one of the best sounding compressors. Let's do Vintage VCA.
face it, you're overrated. Oh,
And then I'm actually gonna throw the reverb back into that.
and everybody knows. Face too late for your soul when your light doesn't glow.
Oh, that's awesome. We need some brightness though, so because I just copied and pasted everything.
And it's too late for your soul.
That's cool. Copy the channel strip setting, paste channel strip setting.
When your light doesn't glow.
It's a little, it's just a little dark, but
Late for your soul.
I'm fine with
When
that.
your light
I'm fine with that.
doesn't glow.
Also cool with that. Let's turn up the whisper for that last part a little bit.
And it's too late for your soul. When your light doesn't glow.
So that's cool. I know for verse 2, I definitely want less reverb. So we're going to do that. Let's do that right now. I'm going to go send 1.
Bring it loud and clear.
Select it all.
Singing me to shipwreck, baby. Luring me like a siren, honey. Too late to appreciate shipwreck, baby. Luring me like a siren, honey. Too late.
Maybe let's turn up this luring me like a siren honey line. That's kind of cool.
Luring me like a siren, honey. Too late to appreciate the love that led me here.
What was that noise?
Here.
That guy. Bye-bye.
Even huh?
Weird. That was weird. So I've been having a lot of problems with this session. I don't know if it's from GarageBand, but it's set to overlap. Yet, when there is an overlap, sometimes some audio regions won't play, period. And I don't know what's up with that. So if anybody's had that issue before, let me know. Oops, so we have something wrong with the tuning right here. Na, 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 na. So, like, normally I would tune this to be correct. The way he sent it to me and the way the vocals just vibe right now with the way he has the auto-tune set, I'm just gonna, I feel like it adds character. So I'm just gonna adjust the waves tune settings that we have for this one line. I think I need all those notes. Sometimes if you retune that, it won't sound exactly the same, and I like how, not fake it sounds, but it sounds freaking sick. So let's also revoice this and get a double. Ooh, did he do a double? He did a double. Oh my god. Of course, it's a low octave, so back to what we were doing. Let's make a double of this. It's a sweet bridge. New doubler. Format, please. Make stereo, please. Let's get rid of this little noise that he makes in between. Let's make this nice and bright.
To everything they say, you will listen. A decision
Kind of want to do another delay effect right here. Do I know what I want? Nope. But I'm thinking I want it to, what do you say, in an instant? So I want it to be like a delay and then something wispy. So let's try something reversed. This main track, we're going to turn off the wet. And then this second one, we're going to turn down the dry. Now we're going to move this reverse reverb track to the left until it basically sounds where I want it to. It sounds how I want it to. When it plays where I want it to. Yeah, English is something I know. So I want it to be right into his next vocal. So
if you listen to everything they say,
let's go back a little bit.
To everything they
I just had an idea. Maybe I should use the word everything. Let's try this.
if you listen to everything they say,
That's what I wanted.
instant if you listen to everything they say to it.
I can spend all day tweaking that, I'm sure, and it's gonna sound equally as cool. So let's move on. Let's save. I want a delay on. Hi, dog. You're very cute. There's a band called not the Dangerous Summer. I love that band, but The Lonely Forest. I saw them with Death Cab for Cutie a long time ago. They had a really cool thing on one of their records where they had a.
You won't be my wildlife, babe.
It was like a vocal like baby, but it was tuned a little differently and it looped throughout the whole next part. I want to see if I can do something like that. First, let's get the loop set up. Let's do this. Switch this to a digital.
Baby, like baby.
Okay, all right, so we're getting somewhere. Let's put silk vocals after the delay because I want it to compress all of the delay. Everything that that delay is doing. Hi, puppy. And I want like a distortion on it that's like resonant and buzzy and I don't know how to describe what I want. We're getting there. It has the buzz now. Now I just need a little bit more grit. But it's like I don't want it to sound dirty. I just want the distortion that's built into isotope vinyl. That's what it is. That's what I want. That's it. That's it. That's it. That is it. I've been focusing on the delay so much that I didn't realize how freaking loud it is. Let's do now in an instant.
And lost lost in an instant.
Lost in an instant. Something very true to me right now.
And lost in an instant. If you listen, if you listen.
That's what I wanted. That's pretty much what I wanted.
And lost in an instant. If you listen.
Well, I think I want this one to be later. So let's go to Echo Boy. Okay, so we have some guitars. We need to figure out what we're doing. Now we have all these vocals going. Also, let's turn up all the whispers in this bridge. Okay, so now back to guitars. Ooh, do we do guitars or synth? No, let's do guitars first. We need 2 rhythm tracks. And oh man, do we have... Watch, I'm gonna get rid of that sound in the drummer track and he's gonna get mad at me. The artist, that is. All right, let's find a suitable amp. I want to sound expensive, but not too expensive. That bass isn't playing the right note. What the heck? What is that? Really? That's not the right fucking note. This is the kind of shit that makes me go insane. Let's add some delay. That actually works for me too. I like that because it makes it sound like a wall of sound. What is that? There's a weird... You guys hear that? Like... That can't be. Like, go away. Yes, it's gone. All right, now the lead. Not even bad. So unfortunately, this is the one tone that the VST amps just don't do good, the edge of breakup. Let's try Cali on clean. I've had some pretty good success with this. I love when it doesn't load. Oh wow, that Celsius is awful too. Don't buy it. like the compressor after the delay in this case, because it just makes it sound more continuous, I guess. Let's EQ it. Get rid of everything we don't need. After hearing this, I think I want to make these vocals darker too, and so there's almost no sibilants in them and just like... Slightly lo-fi this, take all the delay off of it. So now we need to copy my doubles and my whispers and his doubles over to the other chorus, which is right here. There. I'm also going to change this effect to come in on "You're Overrated." And let's maybe take out the bass. All right, and then since we have a ring out there, we need to turn off the delay so that we don't get that weird thing happening where the wrong chord is being held out. And then let's cut out this and let's make the whispers come in nice and loud for this last chorus. And we can have it go back to a normal volume after the little introduction. That's awesome. All right, so now let's get there's a low octave in the bridge. Let's get that situated right now.
Trust is won and lost in an instant. If you listen, thing they say to elicit a decision. Trust is won and lost in an instant. If you listen.
This one we're gonna Melodyne.
Trust is won and
then you know how to use Melodyne, I'm sure.
Everything won and lost in an instant. Trust is won and lost in an instant. If you
Awesome. So I'm gonna slide some effects over from my other chain.
Trust is won and lost in an instant. If you listen to everything they say to elicit a decision. Trust is won and lost in an instant.
So I'm just gonna manually do this.
Trust is one.
Drag that over.
Trust is one.
Drag that over.
Trust is won and lost in an instant.
Good enough for me.
Trust is won and lost in an instant. If you listen to everything they say.
Awesome. I like that. All right, there are some synths that I haven't even touched. Let's see. Wait, what are these? Single note bass. What's this? All right, so we can do cool stuff with this. So let's start with the simplest, single note bass. It's panned. Let's not do that. No panning. No panning for bass. I kind of don't mind any of this. The only thing is going to be messing with the other bass. Watch the frequencies are stepping on each other. I kind of want to try Guitar Amp Pro for this. Back in the day, I used to use Guitar Amp Pro for bass distortion. I would double the track. Low end gets the DI, and then Guitar Amp Pro would take care of the distortion. I don't like that in the verse.
In the dark and I feel so lost, but I know what led me here. You won't be my one light, baby. Won't shine in my life, honey. I sharpen my tired eyes, then your true colors appear.
At least not at that volume. It's got to be real quiet. Real quiet. It's like almost in key. Oh. Maybe I can make that a synth. I wonder if he would mind that. Oh, I like all this. This is cool. Okay, that definitely sounds like a synth. Let's add some distortion. Something to make this dreamier sounding. Like if it was guitar, I would put spring reverb on it. Let's maybe try that. Who knows? Hate that. So I feel like there's too much in the same octave. Yeah, like everything is high bass. There's no guitar, there's no lead, there's no low, like there's no low bass either. I like that. All right, so let's try pitch shifting it up. There's an effect from Soundtoys called Little Altar Boy, and I actually use it on a lot of leads. So there's two pitch shifter plugins that I kind of like. Little Altar Boy, which is really only good at doing octaves, obviously. So it's not perfect, but it can sound really cool. Also, let's maybe put it there. Get so happy and clean there. Bass chords near bridge. All right, so let's take all these, let's put them on a synth bass bus. Not all bass. Synth bass.
Get me here.
Virtual bus collection. Sometimes what I like to do is just throw it on. Sometimes it just makes things sound better. Right now I'm having an issue. Like, I don't know if the vibe that it'll inject, because I want it dirtier. I want everything dirtier. But let's see what happens. You heard what it sounded like a second ago. Let's wait for all these to populate. Lip smack, get rid of that. You know what, while we're here, let's just go through real quick and get rid of all of the silence in between the vocal takes. A lot of people, they'll spend so much time setting up a noise gate or paying for the right noise gate, or what they think is the right noise gate, or buying all these plugins from Isotope that get rid of breaths and noises. All you gotta do is just cut it out. Literally just cut them out manually. What I like to do is, I like to just rough cut them all out manually like this, and then I'm gonna select everything, go up here to the top left, and we're gonna do little fade in, little fade out. And if something sounds weird later, we'll fix it. But that takes care of like 90% of everyone's vocals. Awesome. All right, well, we're getting somewhere. Chip tune later, all right, that's cool. So the thing with synths, wow, I can't talk. The thing with a lot of synths, when people send them, they have a great idea in their head. But the fact is, most synthesizers don't sound good in a mix. So you really have to, like, Half the time there's so much low end that you can't even use it. This is pretty cool. I like this. Let's make it an octave up. B3, we're gonna go to B4. Get rid of that one. There we go. Ooh, I just want some buzziness on this. Oh, distortion. Give me distortion. Wait, maybe I can just... it's like a 80s-ish distortion. Maybe like clip distortion. There's so many bass parts that I just know I'm going to end up getting rid of a lot of them. There we go.
In an instant, if you listen to everything. If you listen to everything they say, you will listen. Understand and lost in an instant. If you listen to everything they say, you will listen. A decision. Trust it.
Man, I really don't like my effect on that vocal. It just sounds nasally.
Trust is won and lost in an instant. If you listen to everything they say, you will listen.
That's like the better.
Trust is won and lost in an instant. If you listen to everything.
I think I'm going to send this to him tonight. I need to tell him to go record some guitars in the chorus. I just want like strums, like single strums or something to give it some width. So yeah, I think that's it for today. We're going to get some notes from this guy, and I'll see you next time. Bye. All right, doggos, be quiet. Hi. You're very cute, but I need to do this video. You're pushing me. Stop. Thank you. Look. Look. Yeah. Look at you. You're so cute. Look at there. Oh. Okay, go. Okay, anyways. So I told the guy that he needed to record some vocal doubles. Let me move this. Yeah, I asked him to record some extra vocals and some extra guitars, and he did in one day. So here we are 24 hours later. Hopefully gonna finish this up today. Hi, Doug. We have a couple things on the agenda. We need to figure out an intro for him, and we need to... There's still some weirdness with the drums that we need to figure out. We'll get there. So he sent me a GarageBand session. I hope to fucking God this makes sense. Wrong screen, there we are. What? What is happening? Why is nothing playing? Okay. No. Weird. I wonder why nothing's playing. Let's make a bunch of tracks and put this on a new track. A. Okay. Can I copy this now? That's weird. I don't know what's going on with that, but... So yeah, I'm just gonna put some little audio region there and select these, merge them together. Yeah, so I don't know why the tracks that he sent me don't play, and I have to make my own tracks. Does anybody know? But yeah, so overall the guy was really happy with his rough mix. So I mean, normally we do kind of like a rock and roll thing, just kind of went with whatever. Okay. Session loaded. Let's make like way more tracks than we need, like 12. And go to the first track, paste, use the selected, and yeah, that's what we'll do. All right, now that we got his guitars loaded in, let's give him some tones. Right now I'm just looking for, there's something in there that's a little overbearing lead-wise. That's it. Yeah, I had the synth lead and the octave pan to the same side, so now they're on opposite sides, so that's a little bit better. Let's move our vocals. 3 vocal tracks. I wonder what is... I gotta text him right now. Yo, dude. This.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Did you want me to do something funny with it or cool with it, or was that just a pure mistake? We'll see what he says. Because believe it or not, I bet I could do something fun with it. All right, this is stupid. I'm gonna stop doing that.
Your white light lost its glow.
Cool, real doubles. Yay, I love real doubles. Let's just line them up.
Your white light lost its glow.
Why you... Make sure we have crossfades on.
Your white light lost its glow. And everybody knows.
Ooh.
Face it.
Ooh.
You're activated.
Also, dude, good work on the harmony. That threw me off guard. It's fucking sick. Yeah. So I'm gonna really thin out these vocals and maybe filter them. I think I might use the vinyl filter. Yeah, I think I... Also, should the harmony come in right there? No. We need a filter. Let's do vinyl. Ooh, another thing I'm gonna do, now that we have pairs of vocals, we can pan these left and right. So much better. Okay, and I'm also feeling another like quarter note echo on these parts. And then let's load up Sound Toys. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, harmony sweet. Let's fix that guitar though. Oh, this guitar's here. Well, I'll be damned. Let's make some guitars. Oh boy. So we're gonna use the the cab modeling from Neural DSP. Let's use Omega. I don't really know which one I like best, but we're just gonna try a couple different ones. Gotta remember to turn off the amp, turn off the EQ. See, I'm just gonna fuck with things until it sounds how I want it. Damn. You know, and then let's do like what a clone would do. Well, that's lovely. All right, so now let's get rid of this mud. Let's do a little slapback delay too. Now I need to EQ this very differently because I don't want it to interfere with that melody at all. I kind of like the dotted. I wasn't going for the dotted originally, but oh, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. I'm so glad he did these. Brando, I love you. Oh, that's awesome sounding. And then I'm just going to copy this because I want the same chain, but I want a drastically different tone. Yeah. Not that. Ooh. That might not be on time. That is not on time. Okay, we're gonna do some time alignment. Yay, it's not something I thought I was gonna have to do. Let's make its own track. Flex time? Yeah. I have a PC keyboard, so it's Alt F, but Mac F, Command F? I don't know. Probably polyphonic is gonna be the way to go, but sometimes I actually do slicing mode on stuff like this. Oh, that was a weirdness. I didn't like that. Yes. All right. I'm going to normalize that. Normally, you should never normalize anything, but just because I was having a hard time with that. Why? What is going on? Flex and follow off. There we go. Freaking Logic, man. And then, yeah, we're just going to quantize, but weirdness is happening. Yeah, that's what I want. Flex and follow off. Quantize. I don't know why this isn't working. So we're going to do it the old school way. Slip. Good lesson on when shit doesn't work out. So I'm just gonna, I have control set to bypass all snapping, and I'm just gonna go to where it's not aligned. Click and drag. Click and drag. See, now that's weird. That's so weird. So now my flex markers are there. I don't know if I just had to bounce my own track, but cool, that's all I wanted. There's something kind of overbearing in there. Oh, he just got back to me about the vocals. This is going on YouTube too. He goes, haha, dude, that's like literally my worst nightmare is that I forget to delete something like that. LOL, I'm cracking the F up. All right, so this. Is this whole track early? Yeah, they are. Oh my God. There we go. I like that. What's this? Our last two leads. Oh yeah, I get to do my reverby clean. And then I just want a little bit more modulation. Micro shifter. Yep. Oh. I don't know if you saw what I did there, but actually, so this lead, we have a big stereo widening effect on it, but it's in the center. Actually, where that turned into the other track, I just moved up to that other track, and I'm just going to pan them. So we go from everything all awry and things in the center, things on the side. We've got one lead on the side. Things are kind of asymmetrical, and then it's all going to just go back to two rhythms right there. Damn, I think we're almost there. All right. I think we're there. Let's do another listen. All right, we need to make this hit harder. Maybe we'll cut out the drums right there? Nope. Oh. Get rid of one of them at least. See, I'm not really making it like a real mastering setting. My goal right now is to make the client happy. When he goes to release it, and like when I get my actual mix notes, like the final ones, I'll go through and make sure this is better mastered for all speakers. But for all intents and purposes right now, you can all shut the hell up. It sounds fine.
Like, baby, trust is won and lost in instant. If you listen to everything they say, listen, a decision. Lost in instant. If you listen.
It's like, what other buses do I have that are just playing random shit? That's a little loud. We gotta turn that down.
You're overrated.
There we go.
You won't be mine.
turning off that SSL compressor just opened everything up so much better.
You won't be my white line, baby. You won't be my white line,
Well, I think that's it. I think we're going to send it to him. Thank you for joining me, mixing the song. If you learn anything, let me know. See you in the next one.